fall around the corner. Football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Armstrong. Right away, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason team script played.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On first down, Armstrong. It's caught. Cooper. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Operating from the gun, Armstrong. Targeting Cooper, and he's got it coming across the field. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Looking to throw on second down. Armstrong. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Off play action. Armstrong. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Straight ahead, Gibson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Armstrong. There's Tremble, the tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. Back to the ground with Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Commanders are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. following the touchdown. Here's Gay to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now, having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
Throwing on 1st down, Armstrong. That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble. Touchdown, Washington. Tommy Tremble, 64 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch, no matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
13 yards there on a Washington 1st. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Armstrong. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Armstrong. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
Back to the ground with Robinson. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Armstrong. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. And Gay knocks this one through. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So a great first quarter continues here as they add on to that lead.
And Brandon, I think it sets up what's going to be an important drive because it's now 17-0. So the other guys, they got to figure out something quick before this game gets away from them.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. $17-0 our score after 1. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Jackson from the shotgun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up on them because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. Armstrong. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Commanders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken around the 12. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And some room to maneuver. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Robinson on a give right side. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr., an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. To try again after the sack. Jackson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Taken from just outside the 30. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go. 19 Tigers, 19 Tigers.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 65 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Back to throw. Armstrong. Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Commanders just continue to roll. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 13. To throw is Jackson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And got his man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 91 yards. And the Seahawks are able to at least get 1 score back. Elliott good with a PAT. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
He's got room at the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They go play action here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That caught by Tremble. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
19 white.
Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It could pop big. In this case, it didn't.
So more of the same here, CD. Not a touchdown, but 3 more points added on to their lead.
Yeah, it's been a total domination here in this first half. Offensively, defensively, even the special teams have chipped in as he connects on the field goal. It may be a little bit premature, but I think the only thing they're worried about dominating now, the post-game meal.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. He'll buy some time right. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score. So this defense clicking early in the year, week one, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throw out wide to Walker. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Out of the gun, Walker with it. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 29, Jackson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Seahawks are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Elliott good on the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing a point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On third down, Armstrong. And he finds McLaurin. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards there and a first down. Looking to throw. Armstrong firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Okay, ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The partner is still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 44 yards. And the Commanders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now it's Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Robinson up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Operating from the gun. Armstrong. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young now with his second sack here on opening night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Jackson. And Walker has it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Elliott good with a PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now a play fake here on first down.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. To throw on second down. Armstrong trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted.
Tanner Muse with it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. 6 DBs on the field for Washington on third down.
Here's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on fourth down. Jackson now. And that is incomplete.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
And Jackson throwing once more.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
Now Jackson.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Elliott good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. In the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
Off the play fake, Armstrong.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to...
And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A huge play there for Washington. 62 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates his way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw again.
Right side, Claypool's got it.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
19, Tiger, 19, 60 average, 60 back.
On 4th down, Armstrong. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They go play action with Jackson. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Throwing on second and long. Jackson, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Jackson. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up fourth down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. Back to throw. Armstrong. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues.
Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
One last shot for Jackson. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year always a special one.